Hey everyone, Prison Metaler here, and today I am doing an album review, and it's going to be a new album review that I'm going to be listening to the first time, and it's going to be Testament's new album, Titans of Creation. So, yeah, it's just like what I did with Five Finger Death Punch last month. I'm going to review the songs track by track, and then I'm going to give an overall review on this album. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, let's start with the first track, Children of the Next Level. Alright, so I just listened to Children of the Next Level. My thoughts on it. A really great opening track, but so far I don't know if it's my favorite track on this album or if I don't know if it's my least favorite track on this album because I'm listening to this album for the first time. So, and yeah, I believe it's the second single. Um, it sounds like a typical heavy thrash metal song. It's pretty much sounds like a '80s with modern production, but it's a pretty great, decent song. Um, I am probably gonna rate the song a 7 out of 10 so far. So, really great song, but it's really nothing like special about it, in my personal opinion. All right, so on to World War III. All right, so World War III, amazing song. Um, so it kind of reminds me of their album, The Gathering. Yeah, that reminds me of that album. Mainly the song of DNR, Do Not Reciprocate. That kind of reminds me of that song a bit, but yeah, I like this song a bit more than their first track, Children of the Next Level. And it's more speed up, mainly because it's more speed up and it had more energy, but yeah, very great song. Um I'm gonna give this song an 8 out of 10. So Children of the Next Level is a 7 out of 10 and World War III is an 8 out of 10. So yeah, great out. Well, we're only on the first two tracks, and we're gonna go to Dream Deceiver. So I'll be right back. All right. Okay. Dream Deceiver. It's okay tracks. It's just not my favorite by them. It's kind of sound more like hair metal. Yeah, I know. I compared a thrash metal band to a hair metal song. Fight me. Anyway, mainly because of the chorus sounding like Motley Crue or Steel Panther. It kind of reminds me of that a bit. But this doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, this doesn't mean the song is bad. It's but it's just not my favorite. I want to hear like more thrash, but I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's pretty decent. So for that one, I'm gonna have to rate this a 6 out of 10. It's just not my favorite. But it's a decent song though. But it's just for so far it's my least favorite. Okay, so on to Night of the Witch, their first single, I believe. Alright. Night of the Witch. So far my favorite track on this album. Definitely a very heavier track. Um yeah, definitely sounds like Testament right here. But I just like the vocal and how evil it sounds. Oh, by the way, since when did Chuck Billy learn how to scream like that? I don't think I've ever heard of him scream as far as I know. I mean, I'm not really familiar with their latest albums, but um, I don't remember. I mean, I do know that he growls, especially from the albums, The Gatherings. but scream with high pitched vocals, that was unexpected. But yeah, for this song, it's probably going to be a 9 out of 10. Definitely a great song. So, on to City of Angels. Alright, City of Angels. Very melodic track with grooviness in it, but, amazing song. I think it's the longest song from the album, I believe, at 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Let me look. Yeah, it's the longest song. Oh, okay. But very great song from start to finish. What else can I say? Um, def guitar solo is nice. Very catchy. I'm gonna give this song an 8 out of 10. So, moving on to Ishtar's Gate. Okay, Ishtar's Gate. Very solid song, but it's not my favorite by. It's not my favorite from this album though. Um, it's kind of like Dream Deceivers, pretty typical heavy metal type song that it's those songs that I would play probably in the background when I was just more focused on other stuff. But it's a good song, but just not my favorite. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. So on to Symptoms. Okay, Symptoms. More like a radio type song to be honest, but it's pretty catchy though. But it's probably not one of my favorite songs on the track though, but it's very solid. It's very good though. Um I do enjoy the riffs. I do like the guitar solos, and the rest is pretty much in the background. But other than that, very great. Definitely a great song. So for this one, I'm probably gonna give this a eight. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. Mainly because it's just not one of my. It's just I don't think it's quite enough to reach an 8 though. But 7 out of 10 is a good enough rating for this song. So next song, False Prophet. All right, False Prophet. Um, just like with the previous tracks, not one of my favorites. However, um, I do think it's better than their few previous tracks. Um, Mainly because I do like the guitar solo a lot. But other than that, um, just a typical Testament song. But that's all I have to say. So I'm probably gonna give this song an 8 out of 10. So let's move on to the Healers. Okay, the Healers. Um, Pretty catchy song. Um, I barely have nothing else to say because it's very typical. But mainly the chorus is sounded really very catchy. So's the riffs, and I do like Gene Hoglan's drumming. But other than that, very solid track, very great catchy song. I'm probably gonna for this song, due to its heavy catchiness, I'm gonna have to give this one an 8 out of 10. I just it may seem a bit overrated a bit, but sorry if I'm repeating the same words. It's just I don't really want to make this too short, but I don't want to make this too long. I'm trying to give this an average runtime, but at which I could care less about time. I don't care how long it is, but I'm trying not to repeat myself, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I just think 8 out of 10 is more necessary for this one because I just really like the chorus a lot. Alright, so on to. We're almost done. So, Code of Hammurabi, if I said that name right. So let's get on to Code of Hammurabi. Alright, Code of Hammurabi. Um, Another catchy song, surprisingly, with great guitar solos. Another 8 out of 10 for this one. Um, that's all I have to say for the. However, this does just like with World War III. This reminds me of their '90s era, especially more like their album, The Gatherings. But other than that, just another solid track. Okay, pretty much 11th song. Almost done with this album. So track 11, we got Curse of Osiris. If I said that name right. All right, let's hop on to it. All right, Curse of Osiris. Really, this song should be like the rest of it. Amazing song. Back to their 80s thrash roots on this one. Wow. Um, Fantastic song. Um, Especially the screaming again. But this song is a 9 out of 10 for me. I thought this was that and that and Night of the Witch are my favorite songs from this album. Both songs are the only two songs that are 9 out of 10. It is Night of the Witch and Curse of Osiris. But yeah, just the last track, Catacombs, and then we're done. Just my overall review, and then we're done. Okay, Catacombs. It's just an outro for this album, so there's really no need to rate. There's just no point rating it. So, overall, this album is actually pretty good, but I just don't think it's Testament's best album or probably the best album I've heard recently. But is it a great album? Yes. Is it like perfect or a masterpiece? No. In my opinion, no, I don't think it is. But very solid album, but I don't think it's close to like their earlier styles, like their 80s era. My overall rating for this album is going to be a 7.5 out of 10. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoy it. If you want me to do albums like if you wanted me to do like a reaction album like this, or you want me to do like track by track album like I did with Trivium's 2 albums, um let me know in the comments and I will see y'all next time. Peace out, everyone.